Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Sonia Tiwari from the Department of Community Medicine, Arvindo Medical College, Indore. Today we are coming with the third part of chapter MCH, that is the postnatal care. Okay. So first, starting with the definition, the postnatal care means systematic examination of puerperal woman and her infant and advices given to them. Okay, so you all know that systematic examination of puerperal woman and her infant and advices given to them. Then it is included under the Child Survival and Safe Motherhood Program 1992 of the RCH. Then under the Essential Obstetric Care of RCH, there is provision of 3 postnatal checkup to monitor the postnatal recovery and to detect the complications if any. Okay, so you can see here. Then what are the objectives of the postnatal care? Let's see them. First is to prevent the complication of postpartum period. Then you have to do the rapid restoration of optimum health of mother. Then we have to check the adequacy of breastfeeding, provide family planning services, inform about the immunization, progress of the baby, and you have to give the basic health education. As one by one we have seen, all first and foremost is to prevent the complications, right? Then second is for the optimum health of the mother. Third is breastfeeding. Then after the postnatal period you have to give about the family planning services. Then immunization schedule you have to explain to the mother, progress of the baby, and provide the basic health services, okay, and basic health education. Then next, what is the puerperium? It is the postpartum 6 weeks, okay, 6 weeks period, okay, during which the maternal system, especially the your pelvic organs, more or less return to the pre-gravid stage. Okay, then changes during the puerperium, if you talk about now, general physiological changes, if you see, first is your pulse rate, then we see the temperature, constipation and diuresis, and weight loss. Okay, these are the general physiological changes which you see. Then if you talk about the uterine changes, we have total involution of the uterus by 6 weeks and regression of the vessels. Then changes in the cervix and lower uterine segment, if you talk about, cervical os is narrowed by the end of first week, does not assume pre-gravid state, and lower uterine segment regresses. Okay, then after pains, if you see, in multiparous woman, vigorous contraction of the uterus require an analgesic and become mild by third postpartum day. Then lochia, if you talk about, the physiological postpartum uterine discharge of mainly blood and necrotic decidua during the first 3 to 4 weeks of puerperium. ठीक है, इसको हम लोकिया कहते हैं और ये अलग अलग टाइप का होता है, रूब्रा होता है, ठीक है, और डिफरेंट टाइप्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द कलर एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द फाउल स्मेलिंग डिस्चार्ज. फिर हम बात करेंगे ब्रेस्ट चेंजेस की, तो हाइपरट्रॉफी ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट टिश्यू, कोलेस्ट्रम सिक्रीशन फॉर 2 to 3 days फॉलोइंग द चाइल्ड बर्थ, एक्चुअल मिल्क सिक्रीशन फ्रॉम 3rd to 4th day, milk secretion continues throughout puerperium and the thereafter. Now if you talk about the examination of the mother and infant, routine checkups have to be done twice a day during the first 3 days, once a day till the umbilical cord drops off and end of the puerperial period. Okay, so first 3 days are very important, twice daily we have to check the mother and the baby, and then you have to check once daily when your till the umbilical cord drops off. Then you have to look for the weight, temperature, BP, pulse, respiratory rate, general health, signs of anemia, breast and lactation, tone of abdominal muscles and the perineum. Then pelvic floor, record any complaints, uterine and adnexal structures. Then health worker female also examines the infant for record weight, feeding and progress of the infant, then gives the immunization and refers to a pediatrician for the further care. Then further visit if you talk about once a month during the first 6 months and once in 2 to 3 months till the end of the ईयर. ठीक है, शुरू के 6 महीने में तो हर महीने आना है, फिर 2-3 महीने में एक बार आ सकते हैं टिल द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर. Now whatever the functions of female health worker, we are just going to look for it because she only refers the patient for the institutional delivery, and she also provides all the type of care right from the antenatal period till your delivery and till your postpartum period. So the health worker female presents at the sub center, limits her activities among the 300 to 500 families. She registers pregnant mother. पहले बार जब प्रेगनेंसी होगा तो शी विल रजिस्टर द प्रेग्नेंट मदर, शी विल गिव एडवाइस ऑन द न्यूट्रिशन टू द नर्सिंग मदर्स and she will provide at least 3 post delivery visits. Then she will also distribute your iron folic acid tablet, spread the message of family planning, advice regarding the immunization of the infant, assess for the growth and development of infant, refer high risk cases to the first referral unit or the district hospital, and educate the mother in the better family health. Now what are the advices which are given to the mother? So first and the foremost is what? Your rest. Rest should be there for 8 to 12 hours. Return for the normal activity should be restricted for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so 2 to 3 weeks, complete 8 to 12 hours rest she should take, and she should resume her duties thereafter. Then fully balanced diet with adequate calories, proteins, plenty of fluids, minerals and vitamins. फिर केयर ऑफ पेरिनियल स्टिचेस. विजिटर्स आर रिस्ट्रिक्टेड, स्पेशली दोज सफरिंग फ्रॉम द कॉमन कोल्ड. ठीक है, तो ये सारी एडवाइस आपको मदर को देना है. ठीक है, एक तो रेस्ट हो गया, फिर नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी 2 से 3 हफ्ते बाद ही करें, एडिक्वेट डाइट लें, पेरिनियल स्टिचेस का ध्यान रखें, और जितने कम से कम लोग आएंगे उतना अच्छा है. ठीक है. देन दिस इज़ द चार्ट शोइंग द RDA फॉर एन इंडियन वुमेन. If you see women during doing moderate work, the energy kilocalorie per day is 2225, and lactating mother it is plus 550 in this 225. Okay, प्रोटीन्स की बात करेंगे तो 50 है नॉर्मल मॉडरेट वर्क के लिए, और लैक्टेटिंग है तो इसी 50 में प्लस 25 हो जाएगा. ओके, एंड साइमल्टेनियसली यू कैन लुक फॉर द फैट, कैल्शियम, आयरन एंड विटामिन डी ऑल्सो. फिर पोस्टपार्टम पोस्चर और एक्सरसाइजेस के बारे में भी थोड़ा समझाएंगे. फीड द बेबी इन द सिटिंग पोजीशन में हमेशा बच्चे को दूध पिलाएं, ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग करें. डीप ब्रीदिंग, सिंपल मूवमेंट ऑफ द लिम्ब, सिंपल एक्सरसाइजेस टू स्ट्रेंथन द एब्डोमिनल मसल एंड द पेल्विक फ्लोर. बैठे बैठे जो भी एक्सरसाइज ढंग से हो सकता है, सिंपल लिम्ब्स का मूवमेंट हो गया, फिर सिंपल एक्सरसाइजेस फॉर द पेल्विक फ्लोर एज वेल एज द एब्डोमिनल muscle. फिर postpartum psychosis, it is very important. Okay, so psychological fear born out of ignorance and insecurity regarding the baby. Okay, overcome by the support and companionship of her husband and family by proper prenatal instructions. postpartum psychosis से बचाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ठीक है, you should take care of the support of the husband and family is required the foremost after your delivery and after at the time of postpartum period. Okay, then care of the breast, you have to talk about rooming in. I told you about the rooming in, that you have to keep the baby's crutch next to the mother. Okay, so that she feels confident that her baby is not misplaced. That is called rooming in. Then training for the usage of contraceptive. Then you have to give the health education regarding asepsis and the antiseptics. Now something about breastfeeding. It is the first food to the infant. Every year from 1st August to 7th August, we all know breastfeeding week is celebrated. Breastfeeding can be started 30 minutes after the birth. Now what is the statistics show? It is just a simple data. Average Indian mother feeds her infant for nearly 2 years, but it is minimum, it is for 6 months you have to do exclusive breastfeeding. This 2 years is the extended period what it is practiced here. Secretes about 450 to 600 ml per day. Energy value is 70 kilocalorie per 100 ml. protein is 1.1 grams per 100 ml. Percentage of children who are exclusively breastfed is 37%. Interval between the feeds may vary from 1 to 4 hours और it can be considered as on demand feeding. ठीक है, ये बहुत important है. 1st to 7th August जो है ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग वीक है. फिर 450 to 600 ml मिल्क सिक्रीट होता है. 70 किलो कैलोरी पर 100 ml में एनर्जी रहती है और प्रोटीन रहता है 1.5 ग्राम पर 100 ml. और एवरेजली it should be exclusive breastfeeding till 6 months, but it is up to 2 years. Okay, now what are the advantages of the breastfeeding? So it is safe, clean, hygienic, cheap, available at right temperature. It is the complete food for baby. Antimicrobial factors हैं, easy digestible है, promotes bonding, sucking, development of jaws and teeth, protect from obesity, prevents malnutrition, biochemical advantages, and help in the spacing between the children. After 4 months, weaning food rich in the protein and other nutrients like animal milk, soft cooked mashed vegetable etc. started. 4 months नहीं है वो, 6 months के बाद ही हम लोग ये सब स्टार्ट करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि 6 months तो एक्सक्लूसिव ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग है. फिर बॉटल फीडिंग को हमें अवॉइड करना है because nowadays it is nutritionally poor, bacteriologically dangerous. ठीक है. फिर indications of artificial feeding देखेंगे. Failure of breast milk, HIV positive mother and death of the mother. Then next is the family planning, the postpartum sterilization. It is recommended on the 2nd day of delivery. IUDs and conventional contraceptives are recommended during the first 6 months. Combined and sequential oral pills have to be avoided. Following 6 months of breastfeeding, OC pills, IUDs can be given. Then presently the contraceptive prevalence is 47% in India. Small family norm, objective of family welfare program in India, symbolized by inverted red triangle. Every postnatal woman is educated about this by family health worker. Okay, female health worker, sorry. Then what is the management of the complications? First is the puerperal sepsis, infection of the genital tract within the 3 weeks after delivery. It is recognized by increased pulse rate, temperature, foul smelling lochia, pain and tenderness in the lower abdomen. So treatment will be nothing but it will be strict asepsis and you have to take with the antibiotics. Secondary postpartum hemorrhage, it is the vaginal bleeding anytime from 6 hours after delivery to 6 weeks and due to retained placenta or the membranes. Then thrombophlebitis, venous thrombosis in the lower limb during puerperium. The causes can be venous stasis, increased coagulability of blood, trauma or low grade infection, and treatment will be leg exercises and subcutaneous heparin. Prolapse of the pelvic organs, subinvolution, when the process of involution becomes impaired and deficient. The causes can be multiparity, twin pregnancy, fibroid uterus. Features can be red discharge per vagina, after pains and fever and anemia. The treatment will be postural drainage, antibiotic, removal of any retained products. Then 6th is the retroversion of uterus, backache and UTI. Okay, so main complications which you can see here, at least the names you should know and a simple treatment for them. First is the puerperal sepsis, secondary postpartum hemorrhage, then you have thrombophlebitis, prolapse of pelvic organs, subinvolution, retroversion of uterus, backache and UTI. Okay, so main aim is all mother under the safe motherhood and all infant under the child survival program. Okay, you have to bring them safely under the CCC-SSM program. Okay, so I think I am clear with the postnatal period and the postnatal care, what all precautions you have to take. Then you have to take care of the breastfeeding. You have to educate the mother regarding all sepsis and proper rest, proper resuming of the duties after 3 weeks, proper perineal care, and to prevent certain type of complications. All this is very important during the postnatal period as it will affect if we don't take care, it will affect the mother as well as the baby. Okay, so hope you are clear with it. Thank you. Have a nice day.